Hello, welcome back, and this is another video, one of those I gotta make before I start thinking a little bit more straight. And I'm not so much angry at this one, it got me kind of thinking a little bit. Alright, now Blair White did a video talking about the four black people who tortured the poor white kid. Now, I left a comment saying that the scary thing is about these people is they could have killed this kid. And the messed up thing is, there would be people still trying to make an excuse for it. Like they do what they do because of their environment, stupid shit. And, so someone says, I think they shouldn't be jailed. Well, they responded to me, I think they shouldn't be jailed, just get community service. Want to know why? Service. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll bite. And, they point out the three football players who raped a black guy with a fucking coat hanger and left him in, critical injuries and whatnot, and they just about got a slap on the wrist as well. And to which my response is, that was, a really fucked up situation. Never should have happened, but how does that excuse, this instance? And they say it doesn't. They were just responding with an irrational argument with another one that because Blair says if the roles were reversed, there would be more media coverage. But it happened and there wasn't. To which the person replied, or to which I got a reply, sorry. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was all over the place and I was fucking pissed as hell. I mean, how do you fucking torture someone and get away with it? It makes completely no sense. Whoever the judge was in that case, I don't know how he's a fucking judge. But you see, it got me thinking. Like I said, I saw that all over the place. I still see it. So it got me pondering. I think people just eventually ignore past news just on a personal level. Like me, I'll still bring it up. I'll talk about it and whatnot, when something arises that brings it back. Like, people torturing someone. This whole incident with the black kids torturing the white kid definitely brought that back to light. And yeah, I think some people tend to gloss over it a bit or just play it down, but I think that's not so much a group thing as it is an individual thing. As humans, we tend to just kind of like move on. I mean, Blair is right. This will eventually die down. And in time, when something else happens again, it'll be just a tiny footnote. I mean, everyone's raging about it now because it's right in front of us, right now. Just like the Fort Lauderdale shootings, except I also don't see much about that. And again, I think it's some sort of bizarre disconnect. And I don't think it's that Blair doesn't remember it or is ignoring it. I remember she brought it up at one point some time ago when it happened, I think. It's been a while. I got a lot of people I get notifications from, so my mind's all over the place when it comes to this stuff. I mean, I got fucking notifications from people like Alex Clark all the way to the Amazing Atheist, various users. Alright, sorry, I think I'm losing track again. But yeah, I don't think the person responding to me was being malicious. I think she just saw, she saw it was. It was a polar opposite, a parallel, if you, kind of a parallel with the white and the black and the terminally ill children. But there ain't no fucking children in this. The mentally handicapped victims in this. So now I'm going to stray away from that conversation and more or less go into my issues with how we as people do tend to just sort of put something on the back burner and just kind of forget it over time. I mean, it is one of our biggest flaws as people. Humans are very in the now. we don't really give too much of a shit about what happened 5 seconds ago. And that's not an excuse. It is definitely a problem that I think we, as individuals, should work on. If you think a story of this kind of magnitude is starting to be pushed into the background, speak up. Write it in blogs, make videos, something. Don't just let it go into obscurity and then bitch because people forget about it. Instead, it's more or less our job to take it upon ourselves to make sure shit stays relevant. We also gotta work our best to pick this shit apart. Because let's face it, both have a point. White people attacked a black person. Black people attacked a white person, tortured both people, both victims were tortured. But still, what people focus on is the color of the aggressors and the victims. And when it comes to these both, they are definitely hate crimes. And I'm sorry to like throw out a stereotypical joke, but what kind of fucking crime is not a hate crime? You know, maybe like one of those psychos, I killed her because I didn't want her to leave me. Maybe that. I can see that. But that's just crazy. So, yeah, that's my quick little spatter a bit. Like I said, I don't know what really point I'm trying to make. I just try and make these while the thoughts are in my head before they start to deteriorate. And I'm just like, I had a point. Now I don't. What the fuck was it? You know, I tend to do that a lot. So, jot this down quick, get it done, get it out, boom. So, like I said, that's my thing on it. It's not so much I'm trying to like rip apart the person who replied to me. I'm not trying to tear their argument apart. They do have an argument. Just a little bit, you know, a perspective is needed on it, I think. That's it, you know. This, I'm saying, is we need to focus more on what we can do in this day and age. Because you can't trust, you know, the usual outlets. You can't trust Fox News. You can't trust CNN. Their goals are to spin everything in their view nowadays. I mean, you got people like this Sean King or whatever posting that, pretty much, I wouldn't say applauding it, just saying that, you know what, actually, yeah, I think he was kind of applauding it in a way. Yeah, yeah. But again, that guy's just crazy. That guy is just sick. And no, I don't really know much about him. Just that someone who says that is a sick individual. But like I was saying, you know, news outlets today, they don't give the whole story. They put their spin. So now it's everyone else's job to go find the truth. People like fucking Philip DeFranco, Vernaculus. People you would never expect to find truth in news that we should be getting, you know, from the big guys. No, we gotta go to YouTube to find truth. Sure, we gotta hunt for it here as well, but at least we can find it here. Okay, I rambled long enough. This has gone off too long. Alright. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.